Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a little bit of what the first video was. So we're going to be comparing two different handguns, but today they're two unique and way different handguns. For example, right here I got my Heritage Rough Rider 22LR. It's a small little gun. It's basically a blinker. It's not something that I'm going to be carrying with me every day, but it's a cool little, like, pretend to fast draw with it and, you know, be ready to go. And then the joy of having this hammer is just a ton of fun. The Western look, that's why I bought it. Is I saw it at a pawn shop in town, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to have that. It's a Western style. It's exactly what I want. A revolver, except for it's 22. I'm not a huge 22 guy, but it's a nice little blinker. It's a nice little gun to play around with at range, have some fun with. Then the other gun that we're taking it up against is my dad's 22LR revolver. It is a it's a good question. I don't know what it is. Oh wait, there it is. Brass industry, something like that. It's a 22LR, and the nice thing about this one is it has the cylinders come out, pop out the side, you can slide them back in. This one has been around my dad. He's had it ever since I can remember. It's a cool little neat gun. It was the first gun I ever carried while hunting. It's a cute little 22. The only issue is it's broken. So the double trigger doesn't actually work very well. Unlike this one that doesn't have a double trigger. This one's double trigger doesn't work very well. And you have to rotate it down just at the right angle for the cylinders to turn properly. So that is this beautiful thing. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. The handle's a little small for me, but it feels good in the hand. And right now we're just going to compare look, feel, different things I like about either one, and then we're going to go into shooting. So up first, we'll start with this one since I'm holding it. We have that. I like that. I like being able to pull it out and put all the rounds in, and then pull it out to see if all the rounds have been shot yet. It's really nice. I absolutely enjoy that factor about this gun. The other thing that I like is it does have a double trigger. It's not the greatest double trigger. It does kind of work. It's an older gun, so it's a little broken. My dad used to play with it as a kid all the time and just dry fire it all the time. So the firing pin is bent and he's missing a spring to help it, to help the double trigger out. But the thing I do like about this one is it has the cylinder removal and it has a double trigger. Moving on to this one. This gun feels good. It's heavy. It feels like a big gun, like it should shoot 9mm or something like that. That's how it feels in the hand. The other thing I like, it's not aesthetically pleasing at all in the slightest, but it has a safety, a manual safety. I do not like guns that do not have manual safeties. When I went and bought my Taurus G3, I was talking to the guy and I'm like, he handed me one and I saw it had a trigger safety and no outer safety. I'm like, do you got a gun with an outer safety? Because I like having that manual outer safety to actually have to flip, because then it takes out any risk of shooting myself in the foot, anything like that. It now takes that out almost entirely. Now, mechanical things fail, right? Things don't always work out. Safeties fail. But I like having that that outer safety. Because technically this gun has two safeties. You ready? Safety 1 and then safety 2. I cannot shoot this gun without the hammer being cocked to the rear. Can't do it. Now, I could pull this back and just hold the trigger down and let it, slam fire. Thumb it, or, palm it. I can do that. Or, I have that safety that helps. But we're going to load these up and start shooting them. As of right now, though, while I'm loading them up, I'll talk about which one I like and which one I don't like. So mine I honestly like a lot more because it has that safety. It has that feel of an actual gun, not a 22 that you're going to be clinking with. It has that feel of a real gun. Now, that does kind of hinder you in the factor of, I hate these bolts, they're tiny. It does hinder you in the factor of trying to control recoil because it doesn't have any recoil. So you get used to shooting this heavy thing that feels like an actual gun. Then you pick up an actual gun, pull the trigger, and then you got recoil. So you're not expecting the recoil. Now, if you are one of those people who goes out and shoots and forgets about recoil when you go from your 22 to your 9mm, you really shouldn't be shooting. But for new beginners out shooting, this is a good gun to start shooting because you aren't scared of the recoil. You're not scared of it hurting or anything like that. You're just going to shoot it. And then with and then you can start progressing your way up. This one doesn't have the feel of an actual heavy gun. It has the feel of a 22. It has the look of a 22. It's tiny. The cylinders are short. The cylinders are close together, unlike this one, where the cylinders, if you actually look in there, you'll see a gap between the cylinders that you don't have in this guy. This guy is like half-inch gap, quarter-inch gap. This one, there's like a full inch-ish. I'm not the best at looking at things and going, oh yeah, distance. But I definitely like the look, feel, and style of my Heritage Rough Rider. It's a good feel. It's just a beautiful little gun. Not a little gun. It's a fairly decently sized gun, but it has a good feel. I honestly love it. Once we get these 2 rounds in here, we'll go off and fire them, and we'll see which one I prefer firing the most. And for firing these guys, one thing that I will be doing is, so what I learned and what I've tried to do with revolvers is I try to leave one cylinder open, like not put a round in one cylinder, just because this revolver doesn't have a safety. I could literally just pull the trigger right now and have it go off. I'm not a huge fan of that, so we are going to aim it away from ourselves, and then we are going to start shooting. So one of the first things we're going to do, I've shot this gun a few times. One of the things I want to test really quick is how fast can I shoot this gun. So we're going to prick it up. We're going to take the safety off. We're going to cock a hammer back to the rear. There is all 6 shots. So that was me just thumbing the trigger, bringing it back and letting it drop. Then we're going to go, I'm going to go and grab the other one real quick. Sorry, my phone, I just got a low power notification. We're going to go and grab the other one and shoot that real quick before my phone dies. shot all 6 shots. Next, so the thing I like about this one, another thing I like about this one is its ability to do this. Shoots all these guys out at once. Compared to this guy, where you got to do a couple things. So you got to half cock it. Now it's half cocked. Open that guy. Gotta then start just pushing it out. Twist the thing. Push it out. Twist the thing. Push it out. Twist it. 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 And that should be it. Should be all 6 shots. Really quickly, I'm going to check. Okay, that's all 6 shots. And then to uncock it, unhalf cock it, just pull it back, pull the trigger, and let it go forward. That's it. That's all you got to do. And if it's on, safe. So, really quickly, I'm going to show you the safety feature. So, that's the safety right here. Pull it back. That's fire. That's safe. And if you notice, in there's a little thing that just flips up and down, and that's just the hammer block. All that does is flip it up and blocks the hammer from hitting that firing pin. So when you see me pull the safety, it's flush. When you see me push the safety, it's now kicked out. Flush, kicked out. So that's the one thing I really, really like about this gun, is it has that safety. And then it's just a beautiful piece of work. Thumbing it is a ton of fun, because it just boom, 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 boom. It's a ton of fun. I want to see if I can thumb this. I don't think I'll be able to, because to actually make the cylinders turn, I gotta turn it down, and then I dry fired it. That's part of the firing pin being broken. So to actually do that, I have to rotate that down, and then. But that's my dad's 22 LR compared to my 22 LR. Now, the big thing to think about, I'm going to set these on the ground real quick. The big thing to think about is you guys should told you not to worry about. Which, to be honest, you don't have to worry about much. It's what? It's a little bigger, a little thicker. Girth is always good. So, that is the 222s. We're gonna go, and we're actually just gonna normally fire them. I gotta go fix my targets because they just fell over. Fell over when I was halfway through with this guy, but I was like, let's just finish out the cylinders. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do today is some quick drawing. So, see if I'm actually, because this is not a quick draw. This is an airsoft holster that I've had for years. I don't even know where the gun for it is anymore, and so I made it into a hip holster so I could quick draw. We're gonna start off with my dad's 22 LR. Just because it does have 6 rounds in it. It has no safety, so we're gonna start off with that. See how well we do with that, and then after that one, we'll move on to mine. Ready? Shot. There we go. All 6 out of that one. Now on to mine. For this, I'm going to take the safety off, just because to quick draw safety off, then draw the hammer back, that's going to be a lot. So for this one, I'm just going to have the safety off, since that's how most quick draw people who quick draw don't usually have safeties on their revolvers. But ready, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is it for that one. Now I'll put the safety on, and we're going to clear it and talk about it real quick. So, honestly, this one had a better handle to find and pull out. The only issue is, with that one, I could just pull the trigger and go if I wanted to. It just boom, 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 boom. And then this one, I either have to do hold the trigger down and just thumb it, or I had to palm it, or what I could have done is what I did do and just everyone just pull the trigger and shoot. So I will unload these guys real quick. And so honestly, with quick drawing, I like this one for the feel, but that one is an overall winner just because I can shoot faster. Like, it took nothing to just pull the trigger and go. It has a lot heavier trigger than most of your semi-automatic guns, for all of your semi-automatic guns, because you're pulling the hammer back and then firing it. This one I liked just overall as a gun. It was fun to shoot. I enjoyed it immensely. I will see you guys next week, which next week is actually going to be a pretty fun video. See you guys next time. Gunslinger out.